A common complaint that I hear is that the computer is slow. I'm Daniel, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you 8 major reasons why your computer might be slow. And I got this broken down into 4 different categories. One is that it could be something with the software. 2 is that it could be something physical with the hardware. 3, there's issues with heat. And 4, it could be something on the network or your internet, which has nothing to do with the computer at all, but because you're using it through the computer, you assume the computer is slow, but it's not the computer. So let's dive in. So on the software side of things, you might have an issue with the CPU. Now usually it's not that the CPU is too slow or dying or any of those things. There's usually no issues with the CPU other than if it's a really old computer and you need more processing power. But if it was working fine before and it started an issue again, it's not really that you need to upgrade the computer for a faster CPU. There could be something where you have too much running in the background, and you can look at the task manager and see what's running there. I also have done a video on this before, and I'll link all these videos down in the description below as well. Maybe there's a bunch of programs that need to be uninstalled. What you could also do is try running the computer in safe mode, which I'll also link to. I've done a video on that. Or worst case scenario, maybe the computer is just so full of crap, garbage, needs a major cleanup that it's beyond just a little tune-up, and you might benefit from a fresh install of Windows. Also, I've got a video on how to do that too. On the physical side of the computer, it might be that you just don't have enough memory or RAM. And I've got a video that shows you how to check what memory you have, what type it is you gotta buy, and what's the maximum that you could take versus what you have currently. Third is that the hard drive is full. If your C drive is getting near full and you have less than 20% free disk space, it's going to start to be affected by the performance, and you could have other issues as well. So I got a video that shows you how you can find out where all the large files are on your hard drive so you know what to target first. Fourth is that your hard drive might be dying, and I've got a video again that shows you how you can test the health of your hard drive, and I'll have all that linked in the description below. Heat can slow down and kill a computer. So with problem number 5 that you might have is that there's an issue with your fans not working, cooling things down. And what you can do is open up your computer and get access to your fans and just take your finger and spin the fan like that. And you should see that it spins around freely and gradually slows down. And if it doesn't want to spin freely like that, or it spins a little and comes to a halt very quickly, then the fan is starting to seize up and needs to be replaced. For number 6, dust. You might actually have a lot of dust buildup in your computer, and dust attracts heat, and of course the heat kills your computer, as I already mentioned. So you can open up the computer and blow the dust into all the different parts. So for example, the fan, when you blow it, you want to try and get the fan to spin with the air and get all the dust blown out. You can get into all the different areas of the computer, whatever you can get to, and try and clear all the dust out, most importantly from the fans and the heat sink. Now the last 2 here for number 7 and 8 are to do with the internet or local network. So you might be thinking the computer is slow, but really the computer is not slow at all. It's just that maybe you accessing something on your local network, such as on the server or another computer on your local network, then the transmission speed going from your computer to that computer is what's slow, and that's local inside your network. So it could be anywhere along the way through the cable that you have. It could be pinched, or could be a bad cable there, the router, the switch, something along the way there. And if it's wireless, it could be an issue with your wireless connection. So the wireless router itself or the wireless card inside your computer could be failing, which is a hardware component. But for the most part, you'd have to find out at least, is it an issue just accessing things on your local network that's slow and everything else is fast? Like opening files on your computer is fast, but opening files on the server is slow. You got to narrow that down, find out what exactly is it that's slow, and then you'll be able to identify the issue there. And if the issue you're finding is more internet-based things, with number 8, the modem might be a problem, and you can do a speed test, which I've got a video on as well that shows you how to test the speed of your internet. And you can see maybe you got to just reboot the modem, maybe you got to reboot the router or the switch or something along there, because you need to access your local network, which we just talked about, in order to get to your internet. So if the internet's not working properly, then it could be anything to do with your local network or the internet modem itself. But if the issue is just your local network, then you know that's nothing to do with the internet. So when it comes to anything with your local network access or your internet, just reboot everything. Reboot the modem, the router, the switch, and your computer as well, and then see if things improve. But I'll have a video down there below as well where you can test your internet speed. And that's my top 8 potential reasons why your computer might be slow. And if you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.